Hey, 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 and guess what? It's time for Propagating with Paula. Just came up with that not long ago, so just laugh, humor me, okay? So we are going to take some hibiscus cuttings or hibiscus tree that we cut yesterday. Okay, we're going to take off the ends here. I don't know if you can see this right here. We're going to take this off and we're going to propagate this. We're going to make babies. Okay, so Stan and I are pregnant. We have babies. Hi, Amy. We are going to have a baby, Stan and I. We're going to call them Maui babies. That's how rumors start, he said. So, again, this is going to be Propagating with Paula. So I'm going to put this over here for a minute, and I'm going to tell you about what we're doing. Okay, so what we're getting ready to do is Stan has put Pearl Light. Is it 50-50? 50-50? 30-50, whatever. Pearl Light. And you did potting soil too? And some potting soil. This is cactus potting soil, also good for lemon trees. So put that in there, and also he bought a rooting agent. We bought a rooting agent. What's that?
Rooting hormone.
Rooting hormone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by mixing the dirt and the perlite. We're going to be adding vermiculite as well. But right now what Stan's done is he has taken those things you get at the nursery, just little plastic things that the plants come in, and he's cut them. Okay. Let me just mix this real fast. I can't see who's saying hi, but I'm waving. Okay, someone's over there saying hi. Alright, so he's going to pour some water in. Guys, this is unusual. I just had a manicure today, but guess what? I just don't care because we are making babies. Tell them, you're making babies. Now I'm just moistening the soil with the best part to be using is water that's room temperature to the plant. The plant's going to be in whatever the temperature of the room. Hence why they say, I guess, room temperature.
You don't want it too muddy.
Okay, it's not muddy. It's actually getting some. Okay, so you want it to be able to put it together and drop it, but that didn't stay together. So let's mix. You don't want air in your soil. Air in the soil will kill the roots. That's why their roots are supposed to be in soil. I can't read. Can you go read that? Just stay to the right of it, and then you don't have to worry about people seeing it.
I can't read that. I need some glasses to read that.
Okay, so let's see if I can make a ball. Nah, well, yeah, pretty much. It's good.
It's supposed to break up when you hit the ground.
It did hit. Look.
If you front off the pack, but soften up, that's going to This is your mom saying hi there.
Hi Mama.
And Amy's saying, so awesome.
Hi, Annie Lane. Congratulations on your baby.
Amy.
Oh, Amy. I'm sorry. I thought you said Annie Lane.
No,
Hi, Amy.
She said it's awesome.
Okay, so someone's outside. I'm going to dry my hands off, and Stanley's going to show. Or actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that at all. I'm going to keep doing this. All right. So I think this is well mixed. Now, you want me to fill these up?
Yeah.
Okay. I wish I could show you Maui. She's out there. We call her Hawaii. She's hibiscus. She's about 5 years old. I don't know. When I got her from the store, she could have been older, but she's about 5 years old in our home, and she's a tree. So it means she has three. They call them. Oh my goodness, what are they called?
Oh.
Trunks. So there's three trunks stuck together, and they're entwined. And We want to see if we can make these from the cuttings. Can you imagine if our Hawaii had babies? Would you like one? I know a couple of my friends who would love to share the blooms with us in photos. My favorite part is when they bloom. Like right now there's a bloom on there. If you haven't seen my photo, there's actually a bloom. So all I've done, just fill this up. Now what are you doing with these?
Huh?
What are these for? To put these in?
Carry them all.
Oh. Okay. So he's got 5 here. I mean 6.
Okay, right?
Yep. Got dirty hands. I just had a manicure. Can you tell? It's okay though. We're all good. So he's taken the rooting powder, and it's basically a tiny little bit of a powder. I can't show you, but maybe I will come wash my hands.
It's a rooting hormone.
It's a rooting hormone. Give me a minute. I will be right over. Yes, please. She would like one. Villa. Oh, hi. Our favorite restaurant. Our favorite local restaurant. Villa Barilla. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so when we propagate one, Amy would like one, and so would Joan. How about we make sure that we get these going, and maybe we can give these out. Wouldn't that be fun? I'd love that. Yeah, I would love that. So I'm going to go back to my job. I can get hung up playing on the answering the questions. So he has a rooting hormone. Just helps the rooting better to take place, I guess, to form into the soil. Isn't that pretty? Love the bottle. Purple. See my nails?
I just cut this.
Okay, hold on. So what we're going to do is we're going to dip the cutting part into the rooting powder, and then we're going to place them inside here. So Villa Barilla's out there, and anybody in the local area of Central Bucks, wonderful restaurant. The chef is not only the owner is also the chef. So you know the food's delicious. And we agree, my love? I know Mom and Dad agree, because when they first moved here, hi Connie, when they first moved here, we took them there and they loved it. They've got some wild meats as well. They got bison on the menu. What else do they have that I thought was unique? All kinds of stuff. Check out them on the internet. All kinds of good stuff. This looks like it has some kind of it had some kind of a baby. Hi, Michelle. So we're going to take a clipping that actually has a little baby in it. And what he's doing is he's clipping off the bottom, making a fresh cut, and dipping the root part, like if you were to take this as the root, just dip it in, and then stick it right in the soil, which we have here is perlite and cactus mixing potting soil. And we're going to also use vermiculite in the end. So
That's already in there.
Oh, you put the vermiculite in as well. Oh, okay. Which is why it's very sandy, right? Is that what it feels like, a sand?
Yeah.
So let me show you the bags while he's preparing these. So what we've got in here is perlite. Oh, I'd love to see your plants, Michelle. Definitely. So we got perlite. We've got the cactus, palm, citrus potting soil. And you said we got the vermiculite. And we have, hold on. Oh, watch this. Oh, just kidding. Actually, this is very, very light. This is vermiculite. Okay, all this can be found, guess where? At your local Home Depot, Lowe's, even the rooting powder. You'll find that there as well. What you got there?
Looking for another one.
Let me just, okay. Let's see why I want this go. There we go. So these are really cute. Look at them. So we are going to water them. Anytime you put a plant in any kind of soil, from rooting it or whether it's from, you know, for transplanting it, they need love. They need water. Ooh, drain. It's like pretend rain. And you want room temperature water. You don't want to overwater, you just want to water. What I love about hibiscus and growing hibiscus are that they're not temperamental like most people think they are. They're actually kind of fun to grow because they do flower, and they flower, for us now, they flower, what, twice a year? We're actually in the middle of a flowering, and we did wind up cutting her back regardless because we brought her in from outside, gave her a couple days to acclimate to the indoor temperature, and then we give her a nice little prune job, which is what I taped the other day. And believe it or not, I did tape doing guava the other day, but
Can't hold them, so you don't want to do it.
okay. But the tape didn't work.
Pretty wet anyway.
No, the tape, it actually, YouTube did not save it. I was not very happy with it. So if you've ever planted outside, you know what the little plant's like. Not a lot. Again, we are rooting this. This is not a plant. This is a rooting technique for propagating from cuttings. Oops, doesn't even have it in there, and yeah, you did, didn't you? Good. So. Nope, dip. I put a little water in it so I make sure that it's firm. No air, remember. No air. It's stressful to a plant to have air on their roots. It's like me, I don't like to have my butt out. If my butt's out, I can feel the air. So while he's doing that and finishing this up, let me show you what I did yesterday that it didn't go on tape. So this, right here, is my guava. No, I keep saying that. It's an avocado. And I've gotten this avocado, started as a seed somewhere back in July when Holly came to visit, and it started like a little tiny seed, and I stuck the seed with what do they call them? Toothpicks on each side. Put the toothpicks in the seed and stunk it into water with the seed part down. You'll see that there's a top to a bottom to the seed. With the seed into the water, so it wasn't all the way in, but enough to root it. When this huge root comes out, little hairs grow off this root, and at that point, that's when it's time to put it into soil and let the shell come off. The shell comes off very, very easily. Once the shell comes off, you get to put it into what I was told, 50-50. Cactus soil with perlite. Okay? Cactus soil with perlite. It's it's not a succulent, but because it's a tree, it doesn't like to be overwatered. It doesn't like to be overwatered at all. So in saying that, what you got going? I need to water another?
No, I'm good.
We're good? We are good.
I just wanted to.
I really thought they were.
They don't look like it.
Don't they? This one's soaked. Should I put more soil in it?
It's not
You
water.
sure that's enough? Did you just put this one in? This one's really cool. Let me show y'all. This one will be my favorite. See, she's already got like a little bud, it looks like, but not sure if it's even a bud. But isn't she pretty? Isn't she pretty? So if you want one plant, I advise you to do at least 5, 6 to get probably 2. I'm not saying they won't yield to having roots, but they might. You might have all of them, but if they don't, at least you got a couple trying to root. I have a good belief that this man right here, and I have great faith that he knows what he's doing and what he's talking about. So,
Well,
are we done on that part? Are you doing? Oh, that's right. We have 2 more. We have 2 more to fill. 2 more to fill. Again, inside this, in case for those people who are just getting and logging on, these are done. This has in this mix right here. We have potting soil, cactus potting soil. We have perlite and vermiculite mixed in here. So we are taking some we're taking some pruning pieces that we pruned yesterday from our hibiscus, and we are propagating them to make more, to have babies. So again, Stanley and I are having a baby, maybe 2, 3, 4, maybe even 6 if they all take. And my dog's going crazy because he doesn't want any more babies. He says, no, my attention's going to be taken. Doesn't matter, right? I have lots of love to give, don't I?
absolutely.
Absolutely. So let me show them what you're doing right now. So he's taking the bottom of the clipping from the top, or the good top. Let me show you a good top. So when he took the cutting, he recut it, put it in a vase, and now the top of this, as you see, it's going to continue to grow. If it would have stayed on the plant, we're going to take that, and I don't know if you can see, but there's green, and then there's a little bit of what's called almost like a brown, but then it turns into brown. This is the old part of the plant. You can see back where we clipped it, okay, where it starts to get really dark. So we had already clipped this once, and we reclipped it, the hibiscus, and now we're taking out the tops of them, and we're gonna make babies. So every time someone signs on, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself. If anybody has any questions, I'm gonna come over. I can't answer any of the growing things. I can tell you what's worked for me, and I think what's worked for me. What?
Ask the question. Don't ask the question.
They can't. There's no.
Oh.
Let me see. Is there any questions? Let me come over and say, hi, Fallon. How are you? Let me see. Is there any questions? Let me check this out. All the bags are showing backwards. Hey, Mom, I'll tell you why all the bags are showing backwards. I've got to learn how to flip this. I haven't learned how to flip the screen quite yet, but I'll learn exactly when. I don't know. Howdy, Jim. I froze up for a minute. Yeah, we have the worst, cable service. And I'm not talking, it's just the area that we're in. And it's also T-Mobile. Sorry, T-Mobile, but it's the truth. When I'm not getting Wi-Fi, you're dropping all my stuff. So would I get T-Mobile again? No. I'd probably go back to AT&T. Who knows? They're all the same. They're all the same. So, I wish I could show you the bag backwards. Yes, they all really do kind of stink up, Jim. So, I guess my shirt's backwards too, right? So, we are actually going to wrap this up in about 2 minutes. If anybody has any questions regarding how to propagate or how to start from a seed, it is actually kind of fun. It is fun to do this. Let me show you my, I love my basil. I have basil on rooting in here in a cup. Yes, I'm going to put this in the soil, and I know this will turn back to being green, but in the summertime, this was really, really green, and it smells delicious. So I'll probably wind up putting that into soil. And again, what we have done is we made little, tiny. Yep. I love you, Mom. Yep. I love you. Yeah, they're kind of cool, aren't they? And we used, this is backwards, but we used rooting powder. Everything's backwards. Is this backwards? Wait a minute. Is this backwards? Is he backwards? I bet Zeppelin's backwards, huh? So how long do you think before they have roots? Quite frankly, this is our first time, isn't it?
But there's a lot of space. Big.
Yeah, there's a lot of space.
It's a lot of hormones.
So this is a rooting hormone. It's supposed to help promote growth, I guess. Is it is? What it is. Hi, Rosalie. How are you? Whoops, sorry, guys. Rosalie, how are you? How are you? How are you, Rosalie? ¿Cómo se llama? Muy bien. Hi, Ralph. Good to see you, Ralph. Ralph Cruz says, hey, guys. Say hi to Ralph, my love.
Hey, Ralph.
We miss you, Ralph. We miss you. You should just come to one of the functions and just like be like, hello. Everybody be like so excited to see you. We ask, your name gets passed around. How's he doing? Don't know. We'll have to find out. I know how Ralph's doing. So we're just waiting for
What are you waiting for?
these to grow now. We miss you too as much, Ralph, and it's always great watching you and your son. He's getting big too fast. It's like just amazing how fast our kids are growing up today. And then it's kind of funny because we were just talking about this today in my BNI group. We were talking about how kids grew up, our children are growing up today with a phone in their hand and a computer at their fingertips. So what they're doing is learning way more than we ever learned. We had to learn through an encyclopedia and a dictionary, right? They're learning with it right there. So we are like our children are smarter. Like for me, I'm not saying mom and by any means. I'm actually like, I know more at my age than my mom knew at 50. And I'll tell you why. Because I have something at my fingertips that tells me things and I can look it up. But my mom's even smarter because she does crossword puzzles. She can do me under any table with a crossword puzzle. I suck at them. I have to like look up the answer just to get it started. So I suck at those. But anyway, we went to and in B&BI and I were talking, even these young kids that are in there even said the same thing. I guess it's called the Z generation. I don't understand the Z generation, but there's a Z generation that's just taking over. And there's such a society that, like, check this out. How do we talk to each other in school? By passing notes, right? The emotion wasn't so much in the note. It's when you got the note. But now everybody sees it because it's on the internet. So it's getting passed even faster. And people's emotions are running faster. Like, so think about that for a minute, We are just a society looking for things to be fast, everything today. And if these things could grow tomorrow, that'd be great because then I'd have a couple of these plants to give away. So in saying that, I hope you all have a great week. Peace, and we'll see. I'll come back and show you these bad boys maybe about a month from today. All right, so look for them, and thanks for coming on, and thank you for sharing. Share this video. Bye, everybody. Mwah, 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 mwah.